D&D celebration. How are you doing this fine afternoon? I'm doing great. I'm very excited to be the Dungeon Master for this upcoming show, which I have titled The Slapstick Hunt, a Silly Chase. And this whole 2 hours is going to be my take on chase sequences in Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm sure all of you have played D&D, and at some time you've needed to either be chased after or to chase something. And then you look at the chase rules, and it's look, I love D&D, but I would say that the chase rules for me were just not as fun as actually, the role playing, the combat, that type of thing. So I came up with a new kind of mechanic on how to handle chase sequences. It's a little sillier. It's a little more farcical. It's a little more my speed and my style, and definitely more my players' style as well, especially when my players are, and they're here right now, members of the guild and friends. And friend. One day you will be a member of the guild, Katie. So yeah, if you could all go around and introduce yourselves.
Been waiting for 16 years.
Oh, is that how old we are?
Yes. Oh, wow. That's a tough mirror to look into. So actually, just go around and say your name. We'll, if you can see yourselves on the screen, go in that order. So Sandeep, you're up first.
Oh, my human name or my character name?
Do human name, and then we'll open in on the scene, and you can describe what your character is.
Oh, okay, perfect. Well, my human name is Sandeep Parikh.
Woohoo.
That's me.
All right, great. That's all we need.
Okay, great. They can also read that, can't they? I mean,
I guess so. Yeah. Everyone just go and say your name.
That's nice.
Him,
all right.
And quote Zabu. Okay, great. I'll read everything.
Yes, hi. I'm Vince Caso. Pronounce he, him. I play Blades.
Nice.
It's all right there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Robin.
Oh, hi. I'm Robin Thorsen. I play Clara. How's it going?
Hi, I'm Amy Okuda.
It's a personality check. This is a personality check.
That's fun.
Hi, my name is Katie Michaels. I'm Anne Friends of the Guild, and I play Clank.
That's good.
Clank.
That's
okay.
good.
Yeah, that wasn't awkward at all. We should make I don't know why I decided to do that. You're right. We have 2 hours. We don't have much time. So let's just get started. Everyone in the audience, get ready for a slapstick hunt. Don't say that too fast. Don't you dare.
Or do that.
Or do that. Yeah, in the comfort of your own home, away from children. Look, here's what's happening. The guild and Clank, they've partied too hard. By the way, y'all, you don't know this, but Clank is your headquarters handy person. So you know them.
Yeah,
you know them.
We know
great.
Oh, do you know that?
Duh.
Yeah.
Obviously.
He's our headquarters handy person. Of course we know that.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
You always hobnob with a custodian.
Ooh. Okay, well, what is the last thing that
We're
Clank
very
fixed?
grounded.
Yes.
What?
She's very grounded.
What's the last thing that Clank what?
Fixed for you all at the guild headquarters.
Oh, we don't
in-
pay
I
attention
know the
to that.
answer. I know the answer.
Okay, well, if everyone knows, why don't you just say it at the same time?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
1, 2, 3.
Vork's private
Faucet.
urinal.
Faucet.
I only heard faucet. Was that right?
Yes.
Okay, at the same time. Ready? On the count of 3. Was that right? 3,
I said the
2,
I-
1. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
No. We're lying.
Oh. Okay, we'll say it was the faucet and other stuff. It was general plumbing stuff, I imagine. All right.
Yeah. I said the wall pipe, which is like a faucet, so.
Right. Well, as the handy person, you know the wall pipe. The reason the faucet was broken was because of the wall pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, it all tracks. And it also doesn't matter because right now you all find yourselves in a courtyard, asleep near a fountain. Imagine the Friends Fountain in the middle of a courtyard. It's joyfully gurgling and trickling water. It's probably around 4 a.m. and the cobblestone streets nearby tell you that you are, in fact, in Mondopolis, which is the capital city of Dragonor and where your headquarters are. So at least you're somewhere safe, near home at least. If you do remember correctly, you recall agreeing to celebrate with the guild and Clank. You're probably celebrating the faucet being fixed. and you're extremely hungover, you're drunk, and you remember the last thing you remember is going to the Wiley Waterbear pub. But from there on out, you must have all just blacked out, and also super fast, because that's the last thing you remember. Where will you describe and use your character's race to describe like how you're passed out around the fountain, just so the audience can get a vibe on, if you're a human or a gnome or.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as everyone knows about gnomes, we do not do well with wyvern saliva shots, and that's pretty much the last thing I remember having was just taking one back pretty hard, and then the rest of the night was a blur, and so I'm just kind of. I'm like people probably mistake me for like a tiny floaty because I'm just in the I'm in the fountain just sort of floating thankfully face up, and with an adorable little gnome snore.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
it's really
nice.
cute. It's really cute.
yeah.
Adorable.
Yeah. Oh, okay. One thing everyone knows about humans is we also don't handle our liquor terribly well. But I was pounding back antique ales all night, aged ales, and found myself at this fountain with everyone else, having apparently stolen at some point an umbrella and dancing about the fountain, splishing and splashing until eventually the alcohol took a little bit too much of a hold of me. And I face planted into the water, and because of all the leathers and chains and other bizarre implements and daggers on me, I had started sinking and drowning in this surprisingly the deep end of the fountain,
The deep end.
and just going deeper and deeper and slowly losing consciousness as my life flashed before my eyes until I saw what appeared to be the visage of a beautiful woman, this love of my life reaching down to grasp me, and I reached out for her as life is seeping away from me, and I grab onto something and hoist myself up, and I just find myself like Titanic door in the ocean style on Zabu, just floating in the deep end of the fountain, just holding on for dear life. And there's enough room for both of us on
There's
the Zabu.
plenty of room on this.
Plenty of room on the gnome.
On the gnome.
The gnome. Awesome. Okay, so that's a lot to work through too. I was concerned that maybe we'd be playing a different adventure based on your it would be called somehow Save Blades from a Foot of Water, but
Stand up.
Hey, the DM's like a solid foot and a half.
okay, good. Yeah, but no, we're still not too derailed yet. What about Clara? Clara, what is Clara up to?
Well, as people are aware, halflings don't really get hungover. So Clara's just sitting on the fountain, ready for everyone to wake up. She pulls out her little flask of mead, hair of the dog, even though she's not hungover. And she's just waiting, watching the Titanic sequence unfold, saying, "I love that movie. I love it."
Eating popcorn.
Eating popcorn and enjoying her mead.
I love how
it.
Clara's blackout story is that she was fine.
Yeah.
She's just having like a pretty nice Saturday morning.
It was a great evening. She thoroughly enjoyed herself. So
Yes. Cool.
Remembers everything but won't tell us.
yeah, she remembers things, but she really doesn't because she's not paying attention to anything.
Right. It's not because of the alcohol. It's because you just
No,
don't
it's
really
just-
care.
She's just not there.
Yeah.
Tink, what is Tink doing as she is either hungover or still passed out?
Okay, well, I'm a wood elf ranger, so I don't know what that means for anybody, but
We're making it up, Amy.
So I blacked out, but I'm awake now. I woke up a little earlier than everybody else in some sort of for some reason I'm wearing humongous armor made for a man. I don't know how that happened, but now I'm awake and I'm standing next to Clara and we're just watching the boys float. And unfortunately, I threw up in the fountain earlier, and there's like a little chunk of like beef like floating into Sandeep's Zabu's ear. And I see like it's giving him a little rash inside of his ear canal. Like he's getting a little eczema in his ear from
eczema. Not eczema ear.
And then
rash.
Claire and I are just kind of feeling bad for him, but we're probably not going to tell him.
So
Okay.
dumb.
Awesome. So they're just
no.
watching the show.
Cool.
Last up, we've got Clank. Clank is either still passed out, hungover, or just fine. We'll see.
Clank is still passed out. Clank is actually kind of adjacent to the fountain in a bush, and Clank's a wood elf and tried to, in a drunken stupor, Mask of the Wild herself, but only did her center body, so her hands and feet are sticking out of the bush. Like very clearly a human is in this bush, but she's Mask of the Wild like the rest of her body in there.
Gotcha.
And
She's
her
all bush.
hammer.
You're saying she's all bush.
Yeah. She's all bush. Clank's all bush. So that's all you need to know.
Awesome.
Got it.
Yes, she looks a little bit like how a child would draw a human, where it's like body, arm, leg, head.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, you're in various stages of feeling the effects of whatever happened last night, and all those things you did say were true. Blades, you do somehow have an umbrella, and Tink, why not? You're in extremely heavy armor that you don't remember ever donning. But as you're I guess as you're watching the show or just kind of coming to, there are 6 humanoid figures that approach all of you, and they're yelling various obscenities, which we won't repeat here, not on this stream. All 6 of them are 2 female halflings dressed in Draper James PJs, if you can imagine that. Just cute little plaid or like snowflake. Draper James is Reese Witherspoon's clothing company, for reference. So it's pretty, accessible clothes. Okay, and then there are 2 high elves
I'm sorry. I just want some more detail on that. Just like
Let's linger on that for a few more minutes.
All right. Well, one of the PJs, it's like a top and bottom situation, but the print is apple pies, milk jugs from when milk jugs were a thing, and then also crisp apples with like worms sticking out of them, but in a cute way, not in a disgusting "don't eat this apple" kind of way. That's the print, just on repeat. The other version of the PJs is a little more feminine. It's a gown. It's like a one piece, not revealing, like very comfy and not revealing, and it's just a sky blue with some ruffles on every edge. The neckline, the like lace sleeves, and lace on the bottom as well. So, so sky blue and white. How's that for detail?
Yeah, so Zabu like wakes up and he's like, oh, is there great fashion around? Like that's what woke him up, was like just being surrounded by fashion.
Offsetting the buoy and sending Blades back into the water.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll never let go.
I did.
I will say Clara actually does know about fashion a little more, and would never consider these clothes great fashion. She would consider them, but Zabu, you know what? You're inspired by what you're inspired by.
Wakes me up.
Yeah. That fashion really gets you going, huh?
But those are only 2 of the 6 humanoid figures that approach. Let's move on. The other 4 are 2 high elves. You can tell by their pale skin and very pale hair. They glisten, almost very fae-like, very tall, a little more stately, I'll say, than the wood elves that we have in our party. So these 2 high elves, they're dressed in white shimmering robes with green accents, and they also have kind of an emblem on them that you may or may not recognize if you may or may not have interacted with them over the course of last night. And then the final 2 are 2 fleshy ogres wearing nothing but loincloths from some weird animal, maybe even a displacer beast.
Ew, so they're not even wearing like celebrity designed clothing.
No.
No,
Just
look,
some
it's,
loincloths.
you know what? This is Mondopolis. It's a treasure trove, a big melting pot of all kinds of people. But there is one thing that all 6 of these people share in common, and that is that they are angry, and they are angry at all of you, and they're running towards you, yelling.
What do we hear them saying? What do they? Can we make it out?
At the moment, yeah, like maybe each of you. Well, let's see. You're passed out still,
Yeah, I was gonna
Blades.
say Blades.
So-
Oh no, I dunked. So I was
No,
dunked into the
I woke
back of
him
the
up.
water, which woke
Oh, you
me
did.
up,
Got you. Okay,
like
all right.
sloshed.
Well, I guess everyone just roll a perception check, and we'll see if we can make out what they're.
Hell
angry about.
yeah.
Ooh, the first
Oh.
roll.
Not good for me, which makes sense because I'm in
Okay,
a bush.
okay.
First
I gotta-
roll of the
hold on.
day. Everyone look at my roll.
I saw your roll.
Okay.
I got a hot 14 myself.
Okay, hot 14. Zabu.
Hold on, I wasn't off the freaking sheet. Hold on. I got a 19.
You rolled
Nice.
initiative.
Oh shit! Hold on. I got a 15.
Me too. I got a 15 as well.
Oh yeah, y'all did. Okay, everyone actually did roll pretty well. except I think-
26.
Wow.
Wow.
20. What? Who rolled a 26?
Me.
Oh man. Okay, awesome.
Insane perception.
Yeah.
And Clank, it looks like you got a 20, so you didn't. Right?
Yeah,
Am I-
yeah,
am
I
I
did.
wrong?
I
Okay,
messed
awesome.
up the first
Okay.
time.
Fucking killing it.
So you just rolled again? Just
I pushed the wrong button.
gotcha. Okay, it looks like there's a lot of
Let's
that.
roll initiative. Screw it.
Yeah, now's a great time to talk about the.
Just
the
no one called me out because I'm Anne friend, so they had.
And friends can get away with anything.
We see Clank in the bush just checking other stuff.
Okay, well,
Other skills.
I'll say Blades.
Perception is not of the people yelling; it's just of the bush.
Blades and Clara, with a 14 to 15, both of you can make out a little bit. It does look like you would be more in tune with the people who are coming after you. So, Clara, the 2 halflings are actually seem to be yelling directly at you, and Blades, one of the ogres, is targeting you. The ogre's kind of going, where are they? And Clara, the one of the halflings, is going, it's all we had. Everyone talks in doubles, so they just say what they want to say twice.
Okay, well, great.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, everyone else,
That is- Yes,
you
that's
rolled
helpful.
so high that you get a really good vibe over what all of these 6 people are after. These 2 female halflings in Draper James attire are you, Clank and Clara. Or Clank, you remember that these 2 were part of your Blackout episode. You remember them pretty intensely. They seem to be friends. You know that they're a married couple. They were ornery and they were constantly bickering with each other. And that you remember that. So it makes sense that they're angry. You just would have expected them to be angry with each other and not necessarily directly at you. Tink, the two elves, the 2 high elves, are coming towards you. You remember the emblem that they have on their shoulders are green beehives. So it almost looks like the way you would draw like an emoji poo, but it's more rounded and it's more
Upside
a
down, I
beehive.
guess, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right. So those are beehives, and they're coming towards you. They
Poop trains?
yes. Epaulettes.
Epaulets?
Okay. All right.
That's the one.
I'm going back in the water.
Nice.
And they're coming towards you. They seem angry and scared at the same time.
Oh, boy.
Scared of us?
No, it doesn't seem like they're scared of you. They really are running directly towards you. They look, I guess, a bit more reluctant, and that's what you can sense. Blades and Zabu, we already did Blades, but Zabu, these 2 ogres are not only targeting Blades, but they're looking at you too, and they're kind of asking, where are they? You have them. Where'd they go? And with that, is there anything you want to do right
Yes.
now? Okay, yes.
I want to grab Zabu, and while I was floating on him, so listen, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, buddy. While I was floating on him, I detected a familiar odor, and I want to fish into his ear a little bit, and just pull out the bit of beef that Tink had alighted into it, and see if I can like shuck that to distract the ogres.
Oh, okay.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I consent.
It's a
Get in my
surprisingly
ear.
large. It's like a flank steak in his ear.
Hey, look, no mirrors are.
It just keeps coming out.
It just keeps, like the handkerchief trick.
Like, it's time
Nothing up my
other
sleeve.
food items.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can hear so much right now. Thank you.
Apparently, I don't chew.
It's like a beef noodle. Yeah, I want to just like slurp that stuff down into the tall grass.
Okay, awesome. And thank you for not saying yeet. That was awesome.
Okay, I'll work it in.
Okay.
Bringing that up.
I know. Why did I do that? So you're able to do that. The two ogres, they look at the meat and they're a little bit deterred. They look towards it and they're like, yeah, that actually looks a bit right. Yeah, more of that. Where you have more. So they are deterred for a little bit. Is there anybody else who wants to do something right now in these next like 6 seconds?
Yeah, all I want to do is look. I'm feeling really weird, obviously, from last night from those wyvern saliva shots, and I just want to like look at my face, like and see if I'm like missing a tooth or have a face tattoo or any or holding a baby or anything from the Hangover movies.
Holding a baby besides legs.
You stare into the fountain, which why not? It's magically like a looking glass already.
Okay.
It's very calm, and you see something on your face that is it's not an actual item. It's not tangible, but there is a look in your eyes that for the first time in your life you actually feel like you did something very, very good last night, and it's this sense of pride, and you feel just a feeling you haven't really felt all that much before, especially not with Codex around. You feel good about yourself.
That must be nice.
Oh.
Yeah, I just lean my head down and try to give my reflection a kiss.
Oh,
And then I sense Zabu's like newfound, confidence, and I just gingerly give him a little kiss on the forehead and a little pat. You're doing great.
We're about to be assaulted by all these enemies, but I'm really enjoying these tender moments. Thank you, Clara.
This is the nicest y'all have been to each other. You should get drunk more often.
Because Codex isn't here.
Yeah.
Amy, I'll pop out of the Clank will pop out of the bush and recognize that she knows who these Draper James folks are, but doesn't know how. And hey, it's me from last night. Draper James, we're friends.
There's nothing friends about us. Look at us. We're torn apart. We'll never get back to where we were before, and it's all your fault. So
I can fix anything.
And you
That is
believe
the
that.
oath I have taken in the union that I am a part of.
And by the way, we support. If you guys want to go on strike, we fully support that. FYI.
All unions.
For your working conditions, you guys deserve it.
Thank you. I look over as you're kissing the water.
And with that, you had that moment, and there's something about this courtyard that strikes you right now as being very similar to the courtyard that you, as the guild, experienced a little while ago in Mondopolis, the courtyard from the castle where the hamburger ball was. And this specific courtyard just feels magical. Okay, there's just something magical about it. As this whole clash is coming to a head, and it looks like maybe they'll intercept you. It does look as reluctant or as angry or a doofus as they look. It does look like they're coming. All 6 of them are trying to kill all 5 of you.
Ah!
Yeah, very.
Don't like that.
Very high stakes. And you hear, all of you, including them, you hear a brassy, upbeat saxophone start to play. some flavorful, fun percussion accompanying it. It begins softly, and you're just tilting your head to hear it a little better. Pretty soon, though, the entire magical courtyard and all of your awareness is this song. Y'all, it's Yakety Sax, the Benny Hill theme song.
What?
It is
You guys hear that?
and flourishing, and
I'm picking it up.
Yeah.
So catchy.
Gang, I think it's time for us to yeet on out of here.
Well,
If you can maybe
No,
not say
no.
that like ever again, I would really appreciate it.
I'll workshop
Before-
with it.
before you can even think to make a decision, I need everyone to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
But you
Oh
will.
boy.
There's no way you're going to
Ah, beans.
I'm so wise.
beat it.
I'm sure I got a 4, so I'm feeling
Oh my
pretty
god, we all
confident.
rolled garbage.
9.
Except for
20
Clank.
again.
I did a check. Sorry.
Wow, Clank got a 20. It's still not
I mean,
enough.
Clank got a 20. The rest of us got hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
Oh wait, let me try that again. Okay,
Wait, Clank got a nat 20 or
12.
Not dirty.
I think a dirty 20.
Dirty.
Yeah. Well,
Filthy
it's not
20.
enough because this is my game and we're definitely playing a chase scene and the difficulty class is absurd. For any
It's
of
almost
you-
like we didn't really need to roll that one.
Yeah, exactly. I did look in text. It says 30 DC. But you
Ooh.
look, you in chat, whoever's doing this, if you really, really want to railroad your characters into having a really fun chase scene that's for their own good, just make the DC out of control. That's what you do. TBD if I actually will write up these mechanics. I don't think it'll take too long because I actually have them written. But we're starting the silly chase. None of you pass, so all of you fail this wisdom saving throw, which means you are now encapsulated in the slapstick hunt. The doors on or portals appear on north, south, east, and west of you that turn into flashy red and yellow, almost circus-like portals. 4 more portals appear in the corners, so we'll call them. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is how we'll refer to them.
Okay.
And but it's the cardinal directions and then the cross cardinal directions. And each of you, including the monsters, you're all compelled to run through one of the portals separately.
Ha!
So
okay, so
audience, and let me just walk through what this is going to like physically look like and what these mechanics are real quick before we just get into it. But did you have an initial question, Sandeep?
no, that's fine. Go ahead. My question was
Okay.
was that.
Okay. Yes, you've all been Benny Hill jinxed. This is a fun way to make a farcical chase. And if you can imagine a BBC show or like an old like Charlie Chaplin film run at super speed or 2 times speed, that type of thing, and everyone's just running in and out of doors, but in this case it's portals, and they're running this way and that way. It doesn't matter which door they enter. They can come out of any other portal that is part of it. So if they run in this bottom left one, they could easily just come out again from the top left one or the one on the right side. The way the mechanics work is, and by the way, just if you were objectively watching this courtyard, everyone looks like they're going double speed, maybe even 3 times speed. It's going to be really hard for someone on the outside to jump into this.
We're just Scooby doing it, y'all.
It's just Scooby Doo. That's all it is. Yes. The mechanics go
TLDR.
instead of a D20 for initiative. At every turn, every single person, including the monsters, they're going to roll a D8 instead of initiative, and that will show which door your character appears out of and is running in the opposite direction.
Love it.
Then we'll just go in order of the doors. So we'll go with door 1 first, then 2, then 3, and that'll again include the monsters. The monsters roll a D8 for doors as well. And if people, allies, or monsters, if anyone enters from the same portal, they may take an action against or for that person. If it's a party member, you can buff them if you want. Otherwise, it's too fast. You can't interact with each other. Each of the portals has its own vibe that we'll get into. So you're like a British farce. You're like exiting from the powder room, and you might just be wearing like a weird clothing item from that room, if you can imagine that. I've got the design of the portals, and as we address them, we'll see what the rooms actually look like. Feel free to tell me what you pulled from the room, or what you're wearing out of the room, or how you feel coming out of the room. Also, every single weapon and attack that you have right now is completely going to turn into something ridiculous and silly from the room that you came out of. I may decide what that is, or you may decide what that is, but the actual mechanics, the attack rolls, the damage dealt, that would be all the same. And that's all you really need to know, because the anger of these six people, whatever you did last night, and the magic of the courtyard has left you, Benny Hill, jinxed. So, does anyone have any questions before we start playing this?
So much.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's just
let's just jump into it.
I just
Great.
pop out of that fountain like Doc Brown from the third Back to the Future movie after he gets woken up and start fucking running.
Yes.
A fresh set of ears, no steak.
Good.
I actually would like, because we're on, like, I imagine the far side of the fountain from the portals, like closer to the assailants. I kind of want to get a running start and just like jump and attempt to like boogie board Zabu to the other end of the fountain, just to like just skim over the whole thing and get a gliding start there.
So you just really want
boogie board
to
my
do
body.
this?
So first you really do.
Okay.
You went into my
so
ear holes,
buoyant.
and now you want to boogie board my. Okay, great. Okay.
And that's great. You can do that. I mean, I guess I'd want an acrobatics check, but just mechanically, you're not trying to dodge this game, right? You just
Oh
want
no,
to
I'm trying to ride
enter it
Zabu to
in
the
a-
portals.
Okay.
And I rolled a
perfect. Yeah, so-
25.
Zabu, you've been boarded. You've been boogie boarded.
No.
Cool. Cool.
Awesome. All right. So everybody roll a d8, and I will roll d8s. For now, these three pairs of folks are all going to be together, and we'll just do that. So we'll have the halflings, the ogres,
Oh, we tied.
and the elves.
Oh my
Okay.
god, 3 of us rolled 6.
Oh yay! Satan's number.
What are the chances? That's
Oh, I got
crazy.
8.
Oh wow.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So did anyone get a 1, 2, or 3?
I got a 1.
Okay, Kate, you're gonna go first. Well, let's just keep going. Anyone, 2 or 3? 4, 5, 6.
6.
6.
Okay, so that's three
Zabu,
of
Tink,
you.
and Blades all rolled 6.
Okay,
Of course, you rolled together. You're boarded.
I'm still on you,
You
dude.
had to have.
You were my
Okay.
dorsal fin right now.
And then 7. That's just me. And then 8.
I got an 8.
Okay, so did these other folks. Okay, awesome. So Katie, you're up first. Sorry, Clank, you're up first. Oh, the other mechanic is once you are paired up with someone, if you want to stick with them here on out, you have that ability. Okay.
I can't let go.
So, Katie, you're actually alone. Clank's alone, but Clank is exiting from the library to the heavens room. So you've just been in this pretty like Beauty and the Beast kind of style library that's just stacked up books, but at the very top of it is open sky. So when we see Clank coming out of there, did Clank happen to grab anything or see anything or feel anything as they're leaving there?
Leaving. How close am I to Draper and James?
They're not even there. As you're exiting the first portal, there's no one else that you can see.
Oh, okay, they're far behind me.
Yeah, you would have to be.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna reach out for any kind of like book or anything that I can grab as I'm flying through.
Okay, awesome. So you just. I guess DM's watching this. If you're doing anything like this, you would be coming up with 8 random rooms, and then just like let your improv run wild. Because Katie, you're gonna grab a spell book.
Awesome.
And this is the spell book. I guess it's a wizard spell book, and that's all you know at the moment. But there are probably some spells that you could probably cast. Let me share with you what those are. Okay, I'm just gonna put this in the Discord.
Okay.
This is for you, Katie. All of those. Okay. Okay, so the next one, actually, we skip all the way to 6, 7, and 8, which is what I rolled too. So 6, there are three of you coming out of the door, as well as the high elves. And these, again, are wearing the hive robes. Zabu, Tink, Blades, and these elves. First of all...
How many are there? 3?
Sorry, 3 of you, and then there are 2 elves.
Got it.
This
It's a big
room...
portal.
Yeah, it's a big portal. Oh, okay. So this room is very relatable to maybe no one else but us. But this is the self-tape audition during lockdown room.
Oh no.
Oh, that's fun.
Just one wall painted legendary gray.
Yes, Kill Yourself Gray is painted on the wall, and there's just a lot of tech instruments, a lot of $20 stands that could tip over at any second. Some things that you wouldn't really want to break. Some things that if you break them, great, they're replaceable with for $10. Yeah, y'all, this is just an inside acting joke. You're welcome.
Horrible.
So I will say the elves are yelling at you. They have been in this with you, in this room with you, and they are yelling at you, specifically Tink. By the way, Tink, you are still in your armor, your big male heavy armor, and they're saying, "Why won't you come back? If you don't come back, I'm afraid we'll have to null you, for the hive will not be able to survive without you." And they're yelling specifically at Tink, but they will try to attack you. It's just that they look like they're out for blood. But we'll let the player characters roll first. So if you want to attack or do anything, you get to take actions first. So we'll do it in order that you said the 6 number. So Zabu, then Tink, then Blade. Zabu, what do you want to do?
Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm not taking any psychic damage from the desperation that I feel in the room.
Oh, that's a really good call. Well, let's see. Roll.
Get out of town.
I think that's a really good call. Maybe Zabu. Maybe all 3 of you. Let's see if you do. So just roll a Constitution saving throw. We'll make it DC 12, and all you have to do is meet or beat it. Otherwise,
Zabu's been on a veil for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. It's like they keep setting the date and then they move it. Okay, I rolled a 19, so I'm okay. I think I survived that.
Yeah, you are okay. Whew. Yeah, you can
Great.
be on a veil a little while longer.
Okay.
Blades, what'd you get?
Oh, I'm sorry. What am I rolling?
Sorry, just roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, con save. Okay, great. Here
And
it comes.
Amy, you too.
Oh, nice. That's an 18.
Yep, you're all good.
4? Did I do that right?
Yeah.
And so did you say? Oh, so she rolled a 4. Okay.
Yeah,
got it.
you rolled a 4. So Amy, you are going to go ahead and take 6 psychic damage. I guess here's what happened to you is in that room, you were convinced that you were going to be part of a movie with greats like Brad Pitt and Frances McDormand and Tilda, and then that had been going on for a year, and everyone was assuring you this is just how features work, and then it was going to change. It was going to change your life. This was definitely going to get nominated for some Oscars, and then you didn't even get a phone call, just like, and it wasn't even your agent, just someone sent you an email that was like, never mind. It just said never mind, and you're kind of panicking and trying to decide if that means that it's not happening anymore, but you're pretty sure that is what it means. The email just said never mind. So
And then is that the moment I realized I was an actor?
that's the moment that Tink. Yes, these rooms, these portals transform you into whatever the rooms are. Yeah, you were like, I'm an actor, but also I'm kind of succeeding, but also failing.
That failed. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of emotion.
You live in a lot of friction. So that being said, Zabu, you can take an action now.
Okay, great. And did you say that there were any of these monsters in the room with us?
Yeah,
or?
the elves, the 2 elves.
Okay,
in
I just
silky
want to
white robes.
Okay, great. And I just want to pretend to be a casting director for them and be like, you guys would be great for this double mint commercial that we're shooting. And I want to try to get them excited about booking a gig, and be like,
okay,
yeah, So
and
what am I going to do?
The
to do
main goal is to maybe befriend them or get them on your side or maybe make them not attack you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, all of those things. That's correct.
Okay. All right. So I think you're just going to try to, make friends with them. As a warlock, I don't know that you have, or do you have friends?
No, I literally just changed.
Do you have
swapped it out.
friends?
Swapped it out. Oh, perfect.
I should have done
Wonderful.
that. Okay.
Still, I think they're going to still have to make we'll say
Here's what I'm gonna do. I have minor illusion, and so I'm just gonna use my minor illusion to like make me look like a douchey casting director.
Oh, okay, awesome.
I don't know what happened.
Just like pump it up. All right, we'll give them disadvantage on their wisdom saving throw, and let's see. For Zabu, your spell DC is going to be 13. So let's see how they do. Ooh, 19 on the die and a 9 on the die.
So just
all right, so
one of
let's see. Do they have? I think they're plus 1. So yeah, 19 and 9's not gonna work. So one of them actually,
the web
so what do you
thing,
say
and
to
then
them?
just hit like enter.
Oh yeah, I see. You guys would be so great for this commercial, and yes, we tend to hire twins, but there is only one role available, and so you just gotta like be the best. There's only one speaking part, and so you gotta sort of outduel each other with these sides and see if you can see who's gonna get the role.
Okay,
Yeah.
one of them actually believes you, and having come from this room and believing that yes, now they are in fact actors. This elf, Matt goes, "Oh, I really want this. This is in fact the only thing that matters in my life. My number one priority. You will not take this from me, brother." And the other elf says, "What are you talking about? This man is not who he says he was. We are together in all things. Remember, we value authenticity and our self-image, transforming into something bigger and better." And the other one says, "You are not. I have been affected by this room, and I will attack you for this role. I kill for acting roles." So one of them, you can sense that one of them is going on their turn, going to attack.
Yeah, sounds like
their brother.
your brother there is jealous of your talent.
Good job, Zabu. All right, Tink, you're up.
Okay, so I just found. Okay. I guess I should like. Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna. Can I convince the brother that doesn't believe Zabu? Okay, the elf that doesn't believe Zabu. I'm gonna go tell him that this movie with Brad Pitt that I was attached to, I actually have to drop out because I have a conflict for a movie with Timothée Chalamet. And so they're looking for my replacement, and they're so devastated that it's not going to be me that they're just going to go for a male actor. So basically, he could do this movie, but it's actually for a villain, so they have to see that he could like murder somebody, and so they want to see a self-tape where he murders his brother.
Okay, perfect. So, yes. So,
a subtle plot.
Wow. I love it. So this is another attack on their minds, I guess. So Tink, as a ranger, again, I don't know that you have any spells that help you out here, but as I said, when you exit a room, you just have some fun attacks. So do you want to physically attack them, spell attack them, or just do like make them see if they're convinced by you, like persuade them?
Persuade them. I don't know if I need to attack them at this point. Like,
you do have a Holy Avenger longsword, and so knowing that, you might be able to, and maybe in future rounds, be able to actually physically attack them, and we can come up with like what that would look like the ring light, grapples them or something like that. But
actually, no. Okay, wait. Scratch everything I said. I will take the ring light now and help the brother that's trying to murder his other brother for Sandeep's project. I'll just help him out and just try to murder the brother that doesn't believe Zabu.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So with your the stats for your Holy Avenger
I'm glad it took me
longsword.
10 minutes to get there, but yeah.
No, it's fine. This is a very weird mechanic, but I think we'll get there. So yes, your Holy Avenger longsword has transformed after coming out of the self-tape during Lockdown Room, and you now have a ring light in your hand, a Holy Avenger ring light, and you're going to attack Nitrous is his name. So you're going to attack Nitrous, and so just go ahead and roll an attack with your Holy Avenger longsword, see if it hits.
Ooh, 22.
Yeah, that'll hit. Okay, perfect. So I imagine the ring light just like slams down over their head and also grapples them, pinning their arms right to their sides.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like lasso
Okay,
them
cool.
with the ring light. Yeah.
Perfect. But it also does some physical damage to them. So go ahead and roll damage for your Holy Avenger ring light.
So it's not an LED. It's like it's an old-fashioned incandescent, really hot lamp.
Some shards from all of the bulbs like pierce through the skin.
Got it.
So it's piercing and bludgeoning damage.
8. I got an 8.
8 damage. Okay, cool. So
Nice.
so we've got Nitrous already looking pretty bad. And as he just takes 8 damage, we'll call 4 of those bludgeoning and 4 of those piercing, and it through the robes, he's just sticking out. His light bulbs are just sticking out, and he's going, no, that part was. I remember wanting that part. I didn't mean no. And his musical voice just sounds a little more desperate. So, who's up next? Tink Blades, you're next.
Okay, so what am I looking at right now? Because it sounds like.
Yeah, you're looking at Sandeep. Do you want to describe casting director? I imagine ball cap, like floofy hair, kind of peeking out the sides, maybe a mustache. But
I'm just like the cinematographer that you're looking at right now is gorgeous, okay? Because it is just supremely well lit. And what Amy just, what Tink just did, just like lit up all the damage that Nitrous took, like. Something out of a James Wan horror film.
Yeah,
it's just awesome.
Never looked so
seriously. So that's that's basically what you're looking at, right? Like you're looking at one brother going after the other, and we're in this casting director room, right?
Yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah, one's a little bloodier than the other, but they're both still pale, shimmering, and beautiful. Still in robes.
Well, then what I want to do is because ideally we can keep these guys tied up, like even after we bail from the room. I want to grab the roommate who you always drag in to help you read lines off camera for your self-tape. But he also like tries to critique your performance a little bit, and it's not really why you asked him to help you out. You don't really feel like you need that, and if he gives you good advice, you feel kind of extra resentful.
You're doing great. You're doing great. It's just Jeff, and I'm eating a Hot Pocket. But like, I just have some notes. I just thought like maybe I don't know. You're giving me like this kind of vibe where you're angry, but I can feel, I can see that. I can see.
Like if I was doing I know that I'm not auditioning for this.
Yeah.
If I was like on camera for this, I would probably bite into it with a bit more like a bit more sensualness. Yeah. Okay. There you go. That's. So I drag Jeff in, Jeff the roommate in, and tell him, I say, Jeff, these guys are trying to nail their audition for the new, having not paid attention to the conversation so far, the new Timothy Chalamet a Hot Pocket commercial. And I'm gonna push.
It's a Hot Pocket double mint.
Hot Pocket double mint. Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, and it eventually will be a feature film.
It's got a Dune tie-in. It's got a great Dune tie-in. It's a brand deal.
It's called Hot Mint.
And I'm gonna push him in there, hoping that if they sort their shit out, they'll now have their aggro drawn to Jeff the roommate to buy us more time.
Got it. So you're.
So sorry, Amy, for ruining your game.
Oh no, I've given them too much freedom. Okay, so the idea. So I guess I just want to know if this attack is successful. The idea is that they're basically almost like mirror image. They would be diverted again, like your meat throwing thing. They would kind of just waste a turn being a little more enamored with Jeff the roommate.
Yeah, they'll be tied up with Jeff while we can make our escape.
It's weird. Jeff looks a lot like Vork, you guys. You notice this?
Yeah, I grabbed the 58-year-old bald roommate of mine.
Okay, so let's see. What are you, Blades? Would this be a physical attack? Like, does your weapon turn into an amalgamation of Jeff, your roommate, or are you trying to psychically affect them?
I'll turn a dagger into Jeff. Yeah, I'd be happy. I'd be happy to give up a dagger for Jeff.
Okay, so let's do and I guess you're able to. Wow, are you able to do 2-weapon? Screw it. I think you're in. Whatever. Do which one would you rather attack?
Which one?
Yeah,
okay,
the ring light man, the ring light elf, or the more into
well,
it.
Well, because I think the ring light elf is like being pretty thoroughly beat up there, but
yeah,
I think the one that Sandeep is on, the moment Sandeep leaves, that might all just start falling apart. So I actually want to sick Jeff on the enamored elf, the one that Sandeep's on there.
That makes sense.
All right. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so let's do your, I don't know, your rapier attack, and we'll just call that the roommate Jeff
Here
attack.
it is, coming in hot. Oh no. Well, 15.
15 will hit. Yep. 15 will
Coming in
hit.
hot with line reads, baby.
Yeah.
Jeffy Lou coming in hot.
Yeah, Jeff gets right up in the guy's face and is trying to reenact like what
Okay,
he
here we
thinks
go.
is a sensual hot pocket bite. And yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, here it comes. Are you ready, elf?
I just want the part. I'm always ready.
Oh,
I've been
I mean-
preparing for years.
Also, because he's currently being flanked, do I get sneak attack damage on that?
Oh, you, yeah.
Jeff is very subtle in his ways. How many sneak attack die do I even get? Enough. Oh, 3d6. Hell yeah.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
All right.
So that was a 7 on the, sorry, that was 11 for the rapier, plus 9. So that was 20 damage.
20 damage?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so
Look, Jeff is vicious.
telling you, man.
His
I mean,
critique
Jeff
is
is
biting.
also probably doing unintentional psychic damage.
Yeah.
oh
with
yeah,
his notes.
without a doubt.
Sneaks up on you.
So this elf just he kind of breaks down and it says, roommate Jeff, you have to stop. I can't even get through the slate. Okay, let's try this. My name is Asbestos. I can't. I don't. Who am I even? Who am I even? Who am I if not an actor? Then well, I don't understand my identity. And it's just kind of losing it. Yeah, they're worse for the wear, I guess as far as they're not really bleeding out, but they are crying quite
It's
a
emotional
bit.
bleed.
It is emotional bleed. That'll take. Wait, no, they still have action. So I'll say. So Nitrous is going to try to escape the ring light grasp, and so Amy, will you roll a strength athletics check for me? And I'm going to roll a acrobatics check.
What'd you get?
16. I got a 16.
9.
A 9. Okay, so Nitrous is able to remove the ring light from him, and yeah, and so he will no longer be grappled. That is his action, and he said, but he, I wonder. So he's going to remove it, but Asbestos is already. Asbestos clocks that he's removed it, and now in his mind, Nitrous has moved the ring light. Asbestos says, my brother, you're still auditioning? That can't happen. So he will, under the influence of all of you and Jeff and God, whoever else, he's going to try to attack his brother. Yeah, a 9 plus 2 is 11, and he actually will not. He will not hit. He's got a dagger. This is going to be the webcam. He's going to try to attack with a webcam, and he just whiffs, and he's
The launcher things have pointy corners. Oh.
Not damaged at all. As all of this happens, it happens very quickly as you are shuffled through the jinx to the opposite corner of the doors, and we move on to another scene. And the two.
That all happened in 6 seconds.
Blurred that out.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Time moves very quickly when you
It
only have
do.
2 hours to play a game. All right. So the two female halflings in Draper James attire, they're going to, they ran out of the number 7 door, and number 7 door, we remember this from last time. This is the only one that I recurred from the last time we played this, which is the rubber chickens room.
Yes.
And so as they exit, there's just this like that kind of sound back and forth, almost like clown noses squeaking. But they start yelling to themselves. They're just bickering. They go, where did that Clara is gosh, Clara and Clank, you're both wood elves, huh?
Mm-hmm.
No, Claire's a halfling. Sorry, Claire's a halfling.
Yeah.
All right. So where did that other halfling in the wood elf go? Clara, Clank, where are they? We need them. We can't. There's nothing left to argue about. That's what our whole relationship is. I hate you. I hate you too. What are we supposed to agree on everything now?
No.
And so they're yelling at each other. They have no outlet for their anger as they exit the rubber chicken room and just kind of bonk each other on the head. These will be just unarmed strikes on each other. So actually,
I mean, sounds like that problem's working itself out.
Yeah.
it might be
Feeling pretty good
working
about
itself
that.
out. So
Yeah.
they're bonking each other on the head. But as they do, they've got these rubber chickens in there. Bonk each
You know,
other on
put
the
me back in the
head.
fountain.
That'll be 17 and 15. Yeah. So they'll both hit each other, but for only 4 points of damage. So they're actually not great. So they're a little squishier than you'd like them to be, or that I would like them to be. But yeah, like Sandeep said, it does seem like they're maybe working out problems. But Clara, not
Yes.
Clara. It was Clank. You realize as you're running around that maybe these two, your fix it mantra of how you want to fix things, you might be attracted to try to get near them. So
Okay.
that was that. Oh, Ogres and Clara. Okay, Ogres and Clara, you're both coming out of door number 8. Y'all, this is the autumnal Pinterest room. You can interpret that.
That's fun.
It's fun.
Oh my God!
This
Bless you, Clara.
Colorful leaves, the colors of
Yeah.
sunset, but also a cute ghost, and maybe something even a little more spooky, like Cthulhu or Old Godsy or Dia de los Muertos, like anything that you can think of that's autumnal and worth decorating, including weddings. It's at your disposal in this autumnal Pinterest room. So Clara, again, as the player, you get to go first. The ogres themselves they say, they took our animals. Where are our animals? Do you know where they are? Did they put them in their pockets? They have to have them. And that's what they say to
Wow.
you.
Where did he go, George?
Yeah.
And Clara just looks at them and says, no, but here's the thing, guys. Look at this room. Let's decorate. So I kind of make friends, if that's possible. I kind of make friends with these
Yeah, again,
two
your
little
monsters.
ogres.
Yeah, whatever you do will make it into an actual attack, but it can look however
Okay.
you want. So yes,
Okay.
you may decorate or play crafts with them for sure.
So they have loincloths on. Okay.
Yeah, yes.
So
loincloths-
I see these massive fun leaves,
Oh,
these
okay.
autumn leaves, and I'm
I was like,
We all
where
went
is
to the
this
same
from?
place.
Where's that sentence going? Okay.
and I'm like,
Massive and fun.
let's get festive. So I fashion them new loincloths that are a little bit more that you can just run around in, more functional, if you will.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So one has like a red leaf, and then the other one has like a pretty orange. You guys are so cute.
Okay, awesome. So you're kind of decorating them like almost like they were the front door of your suburban home, and they need this extra wreath-like situation. And so while you were in the room, you kind of tacked things together. And I guess, was there any magic that you used while you were in there?
Just the magic of my wonderful fashion sense of fashion, you know?
Well, I'm going to say because, I think so. While you're out here, you're taking pictures for the Pinterest page, and it requires a flash, or it requires some version of light that'll be just perfect, and like the magic hour for these two who are almost like the the Property Brothers. Like you had voice. Sorry, the image was just too good. So like one of them is kind of kneeling, and the other one's on top of him with the hands on their shoulders. And we'll just, if you don't mind, I want to use your either chromatic orb or fireball. I think will work for just capturing this image and burning it into whoever's watching's minds.
Right? Yeah.
I like the chromatic orb, huh?
Yeah, you can make it cool, fun colors. So go ahead and make that spell attack. If you go to your spells and just click on,
The property ogres.
The property ogres. I just saw that too.
Bravo, Riga.
That's fantastic.
That is great. Sorry, Clara, what did you get?
27.
Oh, yeah. That'll hit. So it'll hit just one of them. So go ahead. Well, will it? Go ahead and roll damage, and we'll see how much they take. I think they're definitely not immune to any of this. 7 damage. Awesome.
Nobody's immune to Pinterest.
Right. Okay.
Pumpkin spice season comes for us all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, actually, Clara, it's the chromatic orb damage, which is 5d8. If you see
I'm
that.
sorry, I hit the ray of sickness one.
Yeah, you're gonna do a lot more damage.
Hold on. 15.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. So check that off on your spell list.
Okay.
And I guess you also get to decide what kind of damage you're doing, but the damage types: acid, cold, fire, lightning. I would like to do or you tell me what kind of damage, because I will accept things like crisp air damage and pumpkin spice damage, anything like that.
Oh, I see. Warm apple cider damage.
Yes. Yes, and what a good throwback to Blackhead apple cider.
I meant to do that.
Okay, so great. I'll just name, it did only hit one of them, but you did 15 damage.
Mm-hmm.
That is really good. Okay, so these are beefier than most. You do get the sense that they're confused by your presence. They're not really targeting you, and that will conclude this round. So the people who have been fighting together, you may choose to stay together, or you can choose to not stay together the next time. So really, that's just Zabu, Tink, and Blades. If you want to all be together next round, let me know.
I don't know. I think we really had something magical in that room. But I think it's kind of time. I've developed just enough, notoriety to kind of go on a solo career for a little bit, or at least I think that I have. So I'm gonna break out to my own door.
Great.
Yeah, me too. Screw you guys.
Okay. All right. Let's do it again.
After the Hot Pockets commercial, I just blew up.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do.
Blades is moving to LA.
Roll a d8 and let's do it again. Okay, so I'm gonna do this for the.
Oh, that's a hot one. Okay.
A one, yeah, it's totally fine.
Doesn't
Actually,
matter,
one is
right?
good. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. None of them are better or worse than the others.
The rooms are made up and the rolls don't matter.
But there are really high stakes. You could die. You could really die.
Are we though?
Okay.
Are we?
So, also, if any of you ever kind of figure out what happened last night, let me know.
Oh, I really should be thinking about that.
Yes, this isn't just silly. There's a little bit of fun
Well,
mystery
Blaze just
going.
kind of goes with the flow. Like, it's all just
That's right.
taking it stride.
All right, did anyone get a 1?
I got a 1, yeah.
Blades did. Okay, a 2 I did with ogres. Okay, and then a 3 I did
Oh,
with
I got a 2. I
elves.
got a 2. I got a 2.
Amy, okay.
Oh, you're in with the
I got a
property
3.
ogres.
Big fan. Big fan.
Anyone get a 4?
I got a 4.
Clara, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I got an 8.
Or only 8. Okay.
I got a
8
3.
is-
9 is 9 an option.
9.
No,
9, you just run into the wall.
Oh,
on a
boy.
D8, only Clara can get a 9.
That's right. That's right.
You're damn
Okay,
right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's everybody. Although, the halflings got a 5. Okay, okay. On your turn, if you're not with anybody, I'm going to allow you to roll an intelligence check if you want as your action to maybe suss out something that happened last night, and I can give you clues. All right.
Hell yeah, I'll do that.
So right now, the people who are how this is going to go. Blades is 1. The ogres and Amy Okuda. Sorry, ogres and Tink are 2. The elves and Clank are 3, and then we have Clara. 5 is the halflings and 8 is Zabu. So it looks like Blades, Clara, and Zabu are by themselves with their thoughts. But
No.
let's see what happens. Okay, so Blades, you come out. You come out with from the library.
Oh,
to
there's
the
a 2-shot. Oh my god.
heavens.
Sorry, go on.
No, you exit from the library to the heavens room. Again, think of these as stacked bookcases, plenty of ladders that rolling ladders that roll around, and at the top of the there's no ceiling; it's just sky.
Okay, great. I take a few seconds I'm not being chased, right? No one came in with me.
No one came in with you. Yeah.
So I take a few seconds just like riding the ladders around the whole library, just enjoying that.
Love it.
But while I'm here and making my exit to the next door, I do want to rack my brain a bit, and I know I'm a little bit foggy from the drowning and the alcohol, but I rolled a 15 for intelligence, and I want to see if I can suss out some little fragment of last night.
Great. So you do, and you remember that you and Zabu had kind of a cool, just vibing bromance last night. Like you were just so excited about the faucet in the exact same way being fixed that after the wily water bear just being there for a while, you took to the streets of Mondopolis, and you made your way towards the port, which had more of a. It's just got a bit of a kind of 24/7 market vibe, and you both actually you remember seeing Zabu looking at himself in the fountain, feeling very proud of himself, and you have the same good vibes about yourself. Like whatever happened last night, you're absolutely convinced it was done out of the goodness of your heart. And if the ogres are coming back for, it seems like maybe their property, or they were very interested in the meat that you threw.
property ogres.
That they maybe don't deserve the property, or they were doing something wrong with the property. So you did something very well, very good for
We
the community.
deprived the ogres of something they should not have had to begin with.
That's your vibe. Yes, that's what you entertain.
Blades is not used to feeling good about himself and doesn't want to start now. So it's kind of a disconcerting sensation, but it's good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
Piece of the puzzle. Now, speaking of which, though, aside from the umbrella that I woke up with, I don't have anything unusual on my person, do I? That wasn't there before.
Well, let's see. Okay, so let's see. Maybe you do. Maybe in your pockets, you have something. Just roll an investigation check. real
Okay,
quick.
investigation coming at you. Coming in hot. Oh, that was almost a 20. That's a 14.
A 14. You have Yeah, you have. As you reach in your pocket, you feel that there's an egg. An egg, and it's not quite cracked open. It's not smushed at all either. It's harder than a normal egg, and yeah, it's just an egg.
Okay.
That's what you have.
It's not. Does it slosh at all? It's like a normal chicken egg, essentially.
It's speckled. No, it doesn't look like a normal chicken egg. It is the size of one. It could have come out of a bird, but as you know, you're in Mondopolis and Dragonor, where other creatures also lay eggs. So at the moment, you may. Well, I guess roll another nature. Roll a nature check.
I got time. I'm alone in the library.
I know.
Well, nope. That's a 1.
Okay, you have a chicken egg. You have a chicken egg in your hand. It's a chicken egg, as far as you know. All right, so then out of door number 2, the ogres and Tink, you are exiting from the Amazon warehouse room. This is not. I mean, technically, this is kind of whatever. Yeah, whatever you want. But I'm going to set the scene a little bit better.
It's bleak.
It's really bleak. It's huge, fluorescent lighting. No real personality or community there. Also, the boxes. You just have this vibe that cardboard boxes are king, and also you have this fear that robots are going to take over your entire existence, and you're going to be rendered totally useless. So it's great. Yeah, this is a bleak room. Amy, what do you do as you exit this room and into these portal running space?
With the ogres are already there.
The ogres are already there, and they're with you. Everyone is compelled to run in the same direction. So while you were in the Amazon.com warehouse room, you can have done something, or you want to do something now. But they're looking at you in the same way they looked at Clara, kind of confused that you're here, but like, what? But we need the animals. We have to have them.
But they're not like aggressive towards me.
Oh yeah, they're going to try to attack you for sure.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I guess I should. Can I just like push one of the shelves of cardboard boxes in front of them so they can't get me?
Yes, you can. Speaking of really
and
good
it's
uses
actually
of
a
farce.
shelf like full of whatever. I don't care what's inside the cardboard boxes, actually.
Yeah, it could be anything, right?
Just
Okay,
knock it
yeah,
over.
just top 10. I should just go on Amazon right now and see what the top 10 ordered things today are, the most popular things. Okay, so yeah, we'll make this your hail of thorns with your longbow, as if the throwing of the boxes is like you're launching these hail of thorns, except instead of thorns, it's Amazon Prime smile. And so go ahead and make an attack with your longbow. And ideally this trips them and knocks them prone.
17?
A 17 will hit. Nice. So I think let's say that you're targeting the one that Clara hit last time and just see if he gets killed off. So also do Hail of Thorns, which would be an extra. Roll your damage and then make an extra 1d. Add an extra 1d10 to it.
Okay. 5.
And I got
15.
An 8 dex save. 15 total?
Total.
Damage? Okay, so Clara did 15 damage to him last time. You're doing 15 damage to him this time. And so what happens is, as you're exiting this, as you're exiting the Amazon portal, you're trying to make him trip over some boxes, knock over a shelf. Classic farce moves. Let's say, okay, these are the deal of the day. I'm just on Amazon right now. The deal of the day is the Ron Bay bedside cribs and bassinets.
I see that too.
So you tip over just boxes and boxes of these massive like cartons that are
They look heavy. They look heavy.
yeah, and they're probably like compacted and a little more just squished. As you know, when you get the package, you're gonna have to put a little bit of a bassinet together. And there's lots of poles, some metal, some mesh stuff in them too. Lots of pointy things. This is definitely gonna be bludgeoning bassinet box Amazon damage. And how's that for alliteration? So the Property Brothers, Tyrank was able to, the other ogre was able to dodge out of the way, and you weren't even targeting him anyway, so he is going to be able to come after you. But I think Flampers is now buried under a bassinet.
Nice.
And these names are helping me keep track, but we have Tyrank and Flampers of the Property Brothers. Hope that helps you. Sure helps me. All right, Tyrank is going to attack you, Amy, for a 13 on the die, but he gets plus 6, so 19 to hit, and he'll do 9 bludgeoning damage to you with he's just going to attack with Jeff Bezos's email address, and that is very powerful. There's no way anyone's resistant to or
As
immune.
if Bezos checks his email.
Yeah, it's so powerful it transcends Jeff Bezos. So you're looking at j.bezos at Amazon
Hotmail.
Hotmail.com. And it's just,
Oh my god, it's his AOL Messenger address.
and you take 9 bludgeoning damage. You also that's okay. Wait, hold on. Let's see if make a Constitution saving throw.
18.
Okay, 18. Great. So you can sense that he was trying to use the email address to totally knock you unconscious and become a drone for him. And that just didn't happen because you held tight to who you are. In fact, Amy, will you roll? You just remember? Well, real quick, just roll a history check. History check, and the history is 6 hours ago. Everything in the past is just history.
14.
14. You know that the reason you were able to hold tight and fast to yourself is that the elves in the robes were super vibing with you. You remember from the wily water bear that they had this message to give you, and it was one of extreme self-reliance and self-confidence, security in yourself, and that the armor that you're wearing now is a mere metaphor for who they view you as and who you began to view yourself as.
That's deep.
Yeah. You were pretty. You just remember being like enamored with their kind of life coachy talk that happened last night. Beyond that, it's still muddy, but you don't remember hating them.
Got it.
Okay, so then we have the elves and Katie. So these are the robed elves, and Clank the handy person, coming out of room number 3. Oh yes, this is definitely inspired from our last game, but this is Orcas's Sacrificial room. This is a room that is lit by very grayish, purplish lights, flames that provide vision, but more like negative, like photo negative light.
Whoa.
Do not pick up any wands. Whatever you do.
There definitely was an altar in this room. A lot of stuff made out of stone, and you get the sense that it is this room, this portal directed you to the Underdark plane.
How is the general upkeep of like the physical objects, like mechanically
Yeah, everything looks very proud and stately, but also old. So there could have been like some of the crystals that have like weird heads or weird body parts in them just seem like cracked or like oozing a little bit. And for the most part, it's pretty good. But you with your trained handy person eye could see that like it might need some grout or some caulk.
A little distracted by like upkeep things. Are like, ugh, gotta get my hands on
I would
that.
say the upkeep to you is fairly distracting.
Okay, and then the elves are right behind me.
The elves, and they're, all the stuff that happened in the last portal is still like they're still experiencing it. So they're experiencing high levels of envy and jealousy, some rage, and some self-worth issues just from having gone through the self-tape room.
All right, and then are they saying anything when they pop out after me, or?
They again have very musical tones in their voices. 2 male high elves, and when they exit this room, you get the sense. So Asbestos says, "You were meant to be the sacrifice, Nitrous. You have made Orcas very angry." And Nitrous says, "Orcas has plans for me that are way better than just dying off. If I was meant to join his army of the dead, I would have already joined it by now."
Hey, you two, listen. This is exactly what they want. They want us to fight. Okay?
You don't know. You are not strong. You are not strong, and you do not answer to the Queen Bee, the legitimate host.
Okay, well, can we just all hug? Can we try that?
Well, that is
Can
not
we just try a group hug?
When we are in the hive.
I'm just gonna start approaching them with my arms open.
Okay, fantastic. And I would say they're at a disadvantage. So I'm gonna say I'll just roll one grapple check for them at disadvantage, and you go ahead and make an athletics check, unless you have another idea for how you'd like to attack.
No, athletics is fine. That's fine.
Okay, athletics. We're just gonna do a straight up grapple, and I'll do a 7 on the die plus a 9. I got a 9 for escaping your grapple.
I got a 15.
A 15. Okay, so you can easily secure both of them in a group hug. And what do you say?
So what I want to do is I want to secure them in a group hug and be like, listen, we can come together and we can be friends. But as I'm doing this, I'm going to mend their shirts together if I can. So they're like mended together back to back.
Okay, awesome. Yes, that's going to be fairly easy for you as a handy person.
Yeah.
So Clank, I think that would be like a sleight of hand.
Okay.
And if you can go ahead and roll that with advantage as well.
Okay, excellent. Okay, I got a 16 on my first one. Oh, I got a 21. Okay.
A 21.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So
I guess I shouldn't get too confident because I got a 20 earlier and that did nothing. So.
Right. Yes, my DCs are all over the place. Is it 12 or is it 40? So yeah, you're able to take a quick needle and thread, just kind of pull them out, and you are in fact the cleric, and you worship. Who do you worship again? You have a deity.
Oh, yeah, Hendimius.
Hendimius,
the goddess of handiwork.
Yes. So you ask, you ask for Hendimius's blessing as they assist you in magically and physically binding these 2 robes together. It's in such a way, and it's so good that you know how when button shirts in the front just like line up, like the pattern still lines up. That's how it is on their epaulettes. When they're sewn together in a way that the beehive is uninterrupted, and in fact maybe there's additional bee embroidery that you've added to it to make it more. Although
it says I'm stitched to stupid.
Yes. Yeah, and then I'm stupid. So the arrows keep going. The hive now looks like bees are flying around the hive, or again at a distance. Is it poop with flies circling around it? We'll never know. But you've done a really good job. They are not bound together. They're only going to be able to make one attack from here on out. This is Asbestos and Nitrous. Actually, while you were here, go ahead and roll a history check too.
Okay.
See if you can figure out what happened last night.
17?
Ooh, 17, pretty good. All right. So you and Clara, you know that you and Clara just like really hit it off with these halflings. And they were bickering the whole time, and it was kind of a bummer of a mood at the bar. And you and Clara got together that maybe you'd be able to help them, but it also seemed like they didn't want help, so you were going to wait for them to go to sleep before you went into their home. And you can't remember what you and Clara did, but you again, same as Zabu and Blades, you feel really good about it. Like none of you actually feel bad about what happened last night. And it's kind of awkward that these people are so angry and want to kill you because you thought you were doing a good job.
It's a pretty classic break and enter misunderstanding.
Just misunderstanding, taking initiative where none was needed, that type of thing. Okay. Cool. And then these elves they're bound together, but they're ready to come after you because they say we must, if we do not return to the queen bee, if we do not return to the legitimate host with our savior, we may never see the light of day again. Okay, and they're going to attack you and say, give us our savior.
What?
And they're going, yeah.
The only thing I worship is one god and my hammer here, Clank.
Clunk. Okay, so
The
does
Adventures
a
of Crank and Clunk.
That's nice.
Coming to TBS.
does a
I just need to find my way to the self-tape room because I
does a 13 hit you?
no.
No. Okay. Yeah, nothing happens. They were attempting to just really so they put their hands on you. I guess this one would be asbestos. Put their hands on you, and they're trying to infuse the light of Orcas into you. And you just kind of just shove it right off. They're not able to do anything. And you're. I guess it's your clonk. I guess it's your clonk that blocked the blow.
That was a clonk block?
A clonk block.
Oh, that's
Bravo.
good. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay. Clara, you are exiting from just a candy shop, just a sweet shop. This is a bulk candy shop. It's got all of your favorites. Yeah, a lot of happy
Yours are all so
folks.
pleasant.
I know they're there's no like just a sense of dire regret, desperation, or just questioning everything. No, you're just coming in from a candy shop.
Perfect.
So you're alone by yourself, but you are able to do something with the candy shop as well.
I'm just gonna make like a nice little care package just for later. So I start grabbing like, some hot tamales, some warheads and such.
Damn.
Maybe some licorice.
Flavored Legos.
Yeah,
nuts.
those flavored Legos, only the blue ones. And
You're able to do that. You actually do feel pretty good coming out of here too. So you are alone. I'll go ahead and let you roll a history check to see if you can remember anything from last night specifically. What'd you get?
I got an 8. I just have a negative 1 for history. So. That's nice.
Yeah. So you don't even. Yeah, you would need to really consult. All you remember is you were with Clank, and y'all were having a pretty good time. But other than that, you'd have to really talk to Clank to look into the looking glass from what happened last
And
night.
she's the one with no hangover.
Okay, great.
No hangover.
I just don't pay attention to a lot of things. Though,
She was fine the whole night, just didn't notice.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I was just alone in my thoughts with my maid.
Yes, it was perfect.
It was a great evening.
I would love, but the stakes were really high.
But they were very high. It was very high, and it was. Yeah.
So out of room 5 come the halflings. Y'all don't really know what room 5 was. This is a monster. You don't really have access to them, but each one of them they're not only now still dressed in Draper James attire. They seem to be humming to themselves and smelling really good, and they've got they're pocketing they're pocketing small things in their purses and pockets.
I had to Google Draper James. I don't know what that looks like.
Yeah, but
that's
I'm
something.
right? Like it's pretty accessible.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's really something.
Wholesome.
Oh, okay.
Looks comfortable.
This is a sponsored stream now.
It's like,
I ran across it and just thought it was too funny not to put in a D&D adventure. Zabu, you're alone as well, and you are exiting from the autumnal Pinterest room, number 8, as
right,
well.
Right, okay. Just sipping a pumpkin spice latte.
Oh, yes.
Loving life. Yeah, I mean, I'm by
life.
myself, so I just really want to rack my brain, and hopefully this latte will sober me up and give me some glimpses into what happened last night.
Okay, roll a
I know
history.
something about animals. And
Yes,
okay.
you do know that. That's good. That's true. Yeah, roll a history
20.
check. A 20.
wow.
Oh,
Well,
I feel-
that's crazy.
I feel a memory.
You do feel a memory. Okay, so you. We're gonna go all the way back to.
I feel
We gotta get you a
flashback.
soundboard.
I feel a flashback edit coming, but it's like kind of over itself a little bit. It's like, here's the edit, like whatever, dissolve.
Yeah. A really high stakes flashback edit. Zabu, you and Blades are trekking along a night alley, cobblestones. You're heading towards the docks, and as you turn a corner, this is the big market by the docks. This is like where the fantasy shipping containers have been unloaded, and it's the best place to get high quality or even low quality stuff at the seller's price. So there, most of the people here are kind of low income workers, but happy to sell you their wares. And a big part of this market is the food and fresh meat and even live animals for meat pocket. You and Blades circle around, and you're just kind of trying stuff. You've got some you had some good success with adventures just in the last week, so you've got some income and disposable income that you and Blades are just palling around and spending.
Yeah. Living. It's it's payday Friday, so.
Yeah, and while we're here, is there anything that kind of strikes your fancy in this memory?
Yeah, I think I remember some of the meat. Like, I thought I heard language that like the animals that were being held captive, were they like talking to each other? At all? Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay.
So yeah, your leftover. Just having been in Orcas's army of the undead for that short amount of time that you were, and then he released you.
I thought there were like living animals that were captured, right? That
They
like,
are,
but
yeah, you and your, you and Orcas and your warlock are just had this like weird vibe of being able to telekinetically speak with animals, and being drunk, it just kind of sparked all over again. You're able to hear just some displacer beasts and some other monstrosities and just other monsters. I mean, this isn't just your average meat market. There are chickens, there are cows, that kind of thing. There are even fish, but there are also like displacer beasts and other monstrosities, and they're talking to each other like, "Oh, we don't deserve this. We're meant to be more than this. In fact, I have a family and I have kids at home, and well, I'm trying to really build up an evil army, but I can't do that from here because I cannot procreate from my cage." And you hear this and you're stricken by it. You and Blades probably do approach.
that is if that isn't a PETA endorsement or endorsement for veganism, I haven't heard one. Okay, so can I talk to these creatures? Like what's the what happened?
They said, well, the master ogres came to where we lived, and they told us that we were no longer going to be able to be who we are. We were merely providing food. Mondopolis is getting too big, and they need more food, so they went straight to where we are and took us. And this beast that you're talking to is like a chimera, and she actually is a female. She's just got a really deep voice. She says, just so you know, that's what happened.
No judgment.
No judgment.
Yeah.
So she said,
I gotta get you out of here, Chimera. We gotta free you.
Okay, if you free me, you must make it your duty to free the rest of the entire animals here. And also, if you free me, I'll make sure that nobody attacks you.
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense to make demands when I'm trying to help you.
As one does.
Well, look, I'm evil. I'm just naturally evil. So I don't. It's not like. Look, I understand what a pact is, and I will keep it. But my instinct would be to rip you to shreds and maybe eat you alive. Anyway, I'm not going to.
Okay, that's great. That's great news.
Just like trip the lock.
Okay, so I wanna help try to free these creatures from being.
Yes, you do, and that is what happened last night. So that's where your that's where the memory. Yeah,
wow,
the
what an
dissolve
effect.
ends right there. Blades also played a part in this, and you remember that. But yeah, I guess Zabu, we leave you sipping your pumpkin spice latte and feeling really good about remembering that you at least had the impetus to free these animals, and you can't quite remember if you did or not. Y'all, that's the end of that round. Let's do. We have time for one more round, and ideally we figure out what happened last night. And I also want to.
Oh, we've got it. We've
come
got
through. There's like a few rooms that we haven't come out of yet. So let's roll one more time, a D8, and go down the list.
Okay, here it comes. New room coming in hot.
Come on, baby.
But I don't know if that's a new room. I think so.
I think I got a new room. Room 5.
I did not. Do we need to re-roll if we didn't?
You did.
Yeah. Should we just go to the?
No, I think 5. Actually, I think we
3.
really covered it. We got 1. We got 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 hasn't happened. Or y'all don't know 5 yet.
Well, Zabu's going there.
Yep.
Okay.
I've already been in 1. I'm going back.
Okay. All
We love
right.
the library.
I just love the library.
Okay. All right. So, did anyone get 1?
Me.
Sorry, Kate, you did.
I did.
Clank.
And
Sorry.
Tink.
And Tink.
Oh, okay. So Clank and Tink,
Coming to
and
TBS.
The sequel.
and the halflings. Okay. 2. Who got 2? 3, 4.
I got a
4.
3.
Oh wait, who got 3? Clara.
Yeah.
And then Blades got 4.
Blades got 4. All right, and then 5,
Zabu.
6, 7.
Zabu got 5.
Which one? Oh, that's right. Zabu 6, 7, 8. I got 7.
Nah.
I think you got everybody now.
Yeah.
Oh, we did. Clank, Tink, Clara, Blades, Zabu. Oh, the ogres got 4.
Oh.
The elves got 7.
Ah,
Oh,
here we
good.
go.
Okay, that's gonna match up really well. All right. I think this round might be all we have time for, but let's start with 1. This is Clank, Tink, and the halflings. You have exited the library to the heavens rooms. The halflings are enraged. They're coming out of here going, did you see the interior of that library? That's like what you all did to our house, and it looks perfect. And it just looks perfect, and we were having fun. We were having fun deciding and arguing and having little fights every single time about which curtains to use and which would teak be better, or should we use bamboo? That type of thing. You stupid handy person with your friend.
Okay, hey,
So they're angry. Clank, yeah, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna be really honest with you as friends. I don't remember what happened last night, okay? I don't know what you're talking about, and maybe you could just slow it down and explain it to us.
Okay. And they look over at Tink too. And they say, okay, you and your friend, the little halfling, you came into our house and you redid it. You interior designed everything, and I don't know why, but yeah, maybe we were arguing about that, but just so you know, that's the whole basis of our marriage. That's the entire basis of our marriage, is finding connection through teeny tiny arguments. And who are you to say that we don't deserve that?
Well, I mean, I haven't seen the handiwork that we did, but it sounds like it looks good.
Yes,
and
it
you
does.
like it. So now,
So are you
can just
thanking us, or I'm confused what you're
No,
trying
we're going to freaking attack you, but
We
just
freaking
need-
attack
Like
you.
a good thing.
we're
that
gonna
happened to
freaking
you.
attack you.
Yeah.
So you guys
Wait, what?
so they got drunk, broke into houses, and remodeled them.
Yes,
On
To be
brand.
clear.
That's on brand for us, I feel.
Okay.
Clara it wasn't quite, it was definitely remodeling and just fixing up and stocking and baking
Flip this
and
hut.
just the
Just saying, I
kitchen.
would watch that HGTV
Nice.
show.
Absolutely, I watch that. Just
Yeah.
but like
It's-
Robin
you're right,
Thorsen
it's
drunk remodeling houses.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
But we were even thinking, we weren't even there. We were thinking, are we doing cottages? Are we doing the Japanese style, like spa house for the bath? We were just having fun, and now you've taken that away from us, and we have nothing left to talk about. In fact, we're just in agreement.
Well, I think
Should we just kill your wife then, or do you?
I mean, that is an option.
Yeah. If you want to kill Fanny, that'd be great. And then Fanny says, if you want to kill Hetty, that'd be great. Yes, I'd be happy. I'd be happy if you killed both. Yeah, kill her.
You know,
No,
I'm gonna
you
be
kill
honest.
her.
I think there's still plenty for you guys to argue about.
Like, which
All
one
right.
of us should be dead?
Pretty much.
Well, that's-
yeah. I
that's
think we
the
just
thing,
solved
yeah.
the problem.
Yeah. There
No,
you
you're
go.
right.
So go in your real nice house. You're welcome. And figure out which one should die first.
Well, all right. I'm still going to attack you, but this is actually sounding really good because I definitely don't want to die. I want her to die. And Fanny goes, well, I want Hetty to die. So before we leave, both of you
I'm
have
just
to
gonna
come up
create
with...
water right where they're both standing and hope that they just slide and fall down.
Okay, great. Fantastic. Okay, create water. Yeah, I'll just roll dexterity. Nope.
So a 30-foot cube of water just falls on them.
Okay. Oh, wow. Well, it falls on them, and then this is a magical portal, so it's not really contained by anything. It definitely soaks them. I imagine it soaks you and Tink as well, and you just kind of get doused.
Thanks a lot, Clank. I mean, who are
The
you?
fountain's,
Arden?
yeah, the fountain's
I know
fuller.
you.
My spatial reasoning isn't always the best.
And they say, all right, we're feeling a little more cooled off. It is not our preferred mode of existence, but if each of you can give us 5 things to argue about with each
my
other
God.
in our marriage, then yeah, maybe we won't attack you.
I mean, Tink, I think we can do that, don't you think?
Yeah, I think we could do that.
No, each one of
okay.
you. We want 10 total.
Oh, okay,
Gosh,
okay,
Jesus
fine.
Christ.
Tink, you want to
How many
start or you want me
You
to
got
start?
20
We can go
minutes.
back and forth.
Yeah, we have 20 minutes of this stream left, and this
Okay, well, we
is
already
what's
have
important.
one who should die first.
Who should die first?
Okay.
That's the top one. Okay, I have this spell book. I'm willing to give it to one of you. And
So-
you can fight over who gets to have it.
That's a good one.
All right. Well, Clank is single, so whoever wants to claim Clank as their new significant other, you guys could fight over her.
Oh. If she would be okay.
I
Yeah,
mean, she's
that's a good
pretty
one.
hot, and apparently she could fix faucets, so she's pretty useful.
I can fix anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very insightful for you to realize that we're in a polyamorous marriage. That's very insightful.
I mean, are you? Maybe you're not in a
Intuition. It was just
Maybe
intuition.
you're not. You can argue
Oh.
about that too.
Oh, we could argue about
you can
yeah.
Oh,
decide
now
what
I'm
your
going
parameters
to- that's
are
good.
for your marriage.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good argument. Okay, 3.
Okay. You can argue about when it's time to update the wall color that we painted all over your house. But that's gonna have to change.
Right. It's not gonna stay. It's not gonna stay in vogue forever.
I think Pantone color of the year is like sage or something this year. So I don't know if that's kind
But that's not gonna look great with your eyes, to be honest. So.
Okay, so that's 4. It's still the same one.
Okay. I say argue over who has to get up and get the mail.
It is very important to get mail before 8 a.m. You never know.
Who gets to do the morning poop first? Because you guys only have one toilet, which is it's a huge problem. So,
and by the way, I did fix that. It was not working.
They had several bathrooms originally. You were renovated down to one bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then your bathroom also doesn't have a window, so it's like a huge.
Jesus.
I mean,
Whose family you go to for holidays?
Oh, that's such a good one. That is really good.
That is a good one.
Getting realer. We're running out of ideas. Okay, we're on number
you
7.
can argue about how to load the dishwasher. That people have like
good one.
very strong preferences
Oh,
on
you're
which
right.
ways the dishes.
That got
face.
too real.
We both do. We both have strong opinions about it. Do you lean the plates forward or back? Do the bowls go on the top or the bottom? It's important.
It is.
How much money you put aside every year for taxes?
Oh, just money in general,
Finances.
right? Yeah.
Finances. That's a
Gold
good one.
pieces.
What percentage? Do you do 25? Do you do 30? You know.
It's a good one. All right,
Do you have
last one.
like a prenup or a postnup. I guess that goes under finances, but
Yeah, who takes all the money in the prenup, and it can only be one of you?
do you have children? Do you want children?
And who takes the
progeny.
children?
Oh, that's.
And
yeah.
it's too
Who should
soon to
walk
start
the dog?
trying.
Just having children or what our roles would look like in that. Okay, yeah, I think I'm solid up. How about
We
you,
can keep
Fanny?
giving you more. There's lots more we can come up with.
Okay,
I
one
feel
more, sure.
I think
Why-
Tink and I are good at this.
Yeah, I think you really are. I mean, we're good. We just asked for 10, and I think this could sustain our marriage for a really long time. I mean, I feel really good about that. Fanny, do you want kids? You know this. I really want kids. Okay, but not now. Not now. I said. I don't want that to take over my life. I'm feeling very creative right now. All right, they're good to go.
Oh, everyone wins.
Everyone wins. So they actually are off to the races with each other. They had taken like not much damage, but you see them kind of look at Clank, and give you like a proud, like almost a slow clapping nod, and they are, as you move into the next portal, when you come out, they're no longer with you. So that's number 1. Again, Clara, you are by yourself. Let's see how you make this one joyful. But you're coming out of.
It's true.
Yeah.
I know. Usually I'm with somebody. I feel so alone.
Yeah, Clara, you're
You've had
all
such a
alone.
pleasant experience, though.
But you are
That's true.
you are
Candy
coming
and
out of
apple-cider.
Orcas's sacrificial room.
Oh,
Oh
Jesus.
boy.
Yeah. So while you were in there, it was just highly. You were kind of surrounded. It was kind of the same instance and same feeling as when you passed on, moved into the Underdark, and were nothing but a soul in the River Styx. So you feel
That's
empty.
the worst feeling.
Yeah. But you're out and you're back in your corporeal form. You are on this plane of existence. And is there anything you want to do as you exit Orcas' sacrificial room?
I just want to get out of there ASAP. I think I pull out my little candy bag and have a red hot just to like keep me grounded, you know?
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
When you eat some of the candy from the candy room, you feel extreme. Even though you're just a tiny little halfling, you feel extremely strong. Will you make a strength saving throw? Actually,
Sure.
and you can roll. Actually, the candy's going to give you a +2 to your strength.
Oh, great, because I have 0 for my strength saving throw. 3. I
rolled a
got 3. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you actually got a 5.
That's my favorite number.
Yeah, you felt yourself trying to slow the speed down in the portals, so you're going like 3 times speed, and you felt yourself almost fighting against it, like being like, well, I'm good. I had 2 pleasant experiences and 1 pretty negative experience. I'd like to get out of here, but it wasn't enough. You weren't quite able to break the spell. So on you go, on your way through the next portal. The 4th door, Blades and the Ogres are coming out of this one. Y'all, this is the candy shop. This is the candy shop. Everyone, or at least these 2 ogres, they have partaken in bags of candy, and they're angry at you. They look like they want to start swiping and like using the candy bags as maces on you. What do you want to do coming out of the candy room?
Okay, so real quick, I want to say, boys, hang on, and I want to run over to the soda fountain, and I want to pour us all egg creams and just fill them up and toss them down the bar and say, hey guys, let's just talk this out for a second. Look, my memory is coming back to me a little bit, and I realize that myself, my gnomish compatriot, may have done something that you considered a little bit unchill. And I get that, and I'm sorry. Look, I can't get your animals back, but you guys, you gotta remember that these creatures, they want to be free. And you know what? I can offer you something even better. I've been sitting on this egg for a while, and I'm pretty sure there's something moving inside. You guys could raise this creature that I'm fairly convinced is a chicken, and you could you could make it your own, not eat it, but to see that you can raise something with love, and you can bring new life into this world. Have a new animal or a pet that's all your own, that you don't consume.
What is the value of keeping an animal without killing it for meat and food?
That's a great question. You know what? If you train these things right, by these things I mean chickens, you can train them to attack on command. They lay more eggs, in fact, which makes more chickens. And you know what? At the end of the day, no one's gonna really get too mad if you eat some of them. But look, that's a whole army of what are essentially velociraptors when you think about it, at your disposal. Little tiny dinosaurs that are just yours.
Well, okay, so we just have an army to kill more animals and eat more food?
If that gets you off my back, then yes.
Okay, so go ahead, roll persuasion, and yes, you're right, Blades. You use your sleight of hand, and you and Zabu throughout last night did a lot of look over there, a lot of distraction, and then releasing a bunch of animals. Yeah, so
you just pitch them what a farm is.
I pitched them an agrarian lifestyle. So I rolled hot garbage. Thankfully, I have a +8 for persuasion. I wound up with a 16.
Oh yeah. Okay, great. Well,
I'm supposed to be a smooth talker.
Yes. So you offer them the egg, and they kind of blink at the candy fountain, and they're sitting there. Sorry, the soda fountain. They're sitting there with their carbonated beverages that you made them.
I'm suddenly very grateful, by the way, that I remembered not to use this egg for the egg creams.
Yes, because as they take the egg, they say, "This is not a chicken. This is a grick."
What's that?
It's basically like a snake with a demogorgon tentacles as eyes, I guess, or ears. There's like, and then also a beak.
Okay, that's even better.
Oh, okay, why?
Y'all can lay waste to this entire city with that. I mean, you raise a family of those. I mean, Mondopolis is gonna fall like this. You guys can take over. You can be in control. And that gives us a whole new plot for another one shot. So like,
wow,
it really works out.
So yeah,
for everyone.
Farm or become terrorists, whichever.
And I'm gonna skip town for a little while.
Okay, perfect. Okay, well, look, I think we might do this, but you can't. Yeah, I think we're both feeling good about this. Tie rank, how you feel? Yeah, Flampers, I'm feeling
Let's
good.
make a deal.
All right, but deal. You just. I take umbrage with you taking stuff from us. You do definitely need to be punished, right? And so they aren't convinced to leave you alone after they try one last time to beat you to a pulp.
Lay it on
And
me. I
as
deserve it.
You definitely deserve it. So both of them are gonna make a chain smash attack as if they've
I'm
got this
taking off
huge
my leathers.
bag of candy. And I guess does a 10
Oh.
wait. A 16. Does a
Use
16
the
hit?
Woolsworth originals, they hurt more.
Does a 16 hit?
It just meets, yeah.
Yes, and then a dirty 20. So you take 26 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Are you
caramels, toffee.
Make a Constitution check.
Getting run through with it.
Sorry,
Oh,
saving
peppermint
throw.
stick.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, con save. I'm down to 12 hit points. Here comes the con save. That is it was almost a 15. It's a 7.
It's a 7. Okay, you're unconscious as of right now. So
I'm bleeding like cream soda,
You're-
and there's just pixie sticks impaling me. Oh, slow motion as I just collapse to the candy shop floor.
yes. So as far no one else is really with you. So the ogres look at each other and
Blade
say,
just
"Good job,
dies.
Flampers. Good job, Farmer Flampers. Good job, Farmer Tyrank. We better get some new autumnal attire real quick." So then we've got Zabo. You're on your own, and the elves are on their
What's
own.
in room 5? That's all I want to know. We have 5 minutes to find out. Let's go.
Yeah, this might be the last thing that we can reveal, and screw the elves. So you come out of
Screw the elves.
this is the fancy movie theater restroom room. So it's a bit of a maze, but it's also very fancy. It's definitely got potty stuff, but it's also extremely nice and nice smelling, and there are attendants there to make your stay as refreshing as possible.
Amazing. My whole objective for this room is to break a faucet and steal it and take it back so that Clank can upgrade our faucet. That's it.
Okay,
That's all I want.
perfect. Go
And then
ahead.
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Get the heck out of here.
Hey, yeah. Roll
Get the
we
Flint
almost
Planet
got
out
through
of
the
here.
whole thing. Do a
Wait
quick
until the 11th hour.
athletics, just an athletics check
Okay.
to see if you can rip off a faucet.
Or an acrobatics check where I have a +2 instead.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Acrobatics.
I'm gonna do some gymnastic stealing.
Okay.
15.
Yeah, that's enough. All right, you mess up this bathroom. It was perfect. It was pristine. There was a lot of marble and silver and
I know,
tons
I
of
loved it.
mirrors. Yeah, and now where there once was a beautiful faucet, there's nothing. It's the kind of faucet that's like just a water slide track, and the water comes forth and like spills out. Very nice. That's going to be great for your
Yeah,
headquarters.
you just gotta wave your hand in front of it and it just comes out. It's so great.
Yeah. And look, you've solved most of the problems. The one thing we didn't really get to was Tink's, but maybe you and chat can figure it out. Tink, do you have a guess on what was going on last night for you? No worries if not.
No.
Yours was the weirdest, honestly.
It was very weird.
Sure.
I'll just tell you because it's not. I don't know that we'll return to this, but basically, you were very into these people who were into themselves and like
Yeah.
self-development. You joined a cult. They up-leveled you because you had so much self-confidence, because Tink does have just a lot of nothing's wrong with me vibe, that they up-leveled you to their savior, and then you got bored of it and left because
Typical.
there was nowhere else to go for
Yeah.
you. You came in at the top basically and left, and so they basically come after you to return you to your rightful spot at the top of their cult, or kill you. And that's where
Tink, not again.
Typical
She does it
Tink.
now every time.
If
time
we
we
get a
go
nickel
out.
for every
Tink.
cult that Tink
Become
has
a
joined
cult
or
leader?
started.
Become a
Gosh,
cult
just
leader
one
and-
time.
And become a cult leader and leave all in the same night.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a strong move.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely tracks. It definitely tracks for Tink. I think to be very into something and then immediately not into it. But y'all, that was the slapstick hunt. So
Slapstick hunt.
Slapstick hunt.
silly chase. Nice.
And Blades never came home.
Did y'all hear the applause?
Just
Yeah, that
died
was
in a
Wow,
candy
that
shop.
was nice.
That was really cool. I really liked the music underneath our entire. I don't know if y'all heard that too, but it was very fantasy and epic. And
Oh, was it?
I didn't.
yeah. Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
hear it at all.
That's so
I
funny.
think it almost makes me feel like I never needed to say how high the stakes were because the music was taking care of
And you
that
never
for
did.
us.
You never made a point
I
of
never
that.
did. Yeah, it never got as meta
But
as
wait,
all of that.
did those guys book the Double Mint Hot Pocket commercial or not? I think
Drink
that's what
Timothy
the world
Chalamet.
is
Hey.
dying to find out.
We'll have to play it. We'll have to look. I got a 10 on the die, which I think means 50-50. So we'll have
Wow.
to. We'll have
So
to
they're
play
on a
that.
veil. They're on a veil.
They're on a veil.
Veil.
Full circle.
Bummer.
Well, thank you so much, D&D Celebration. That was the Slapstick Hunt, a silly chase. These are the members of the guild, the cast members of the guild, and Katie.
friend.
So, and friend, and one, and a friend.
And
We do have a
friend.
friend.
Singular
So,
friend.
thanks so much for watching, and have a great rest of the celebration. I hope you roll really high and really well. Bye.